Okay, we're back here in the pump room for a daily check. So first thing we look at is the pressure gauges. Once the pressure gauges start to read closer together, then it's time for a backwash. Right now they are about 8 to 10 psi apart. That's normal. Next thing we want to check is the readings on the Chemtrol. The ORP is set at 765. We're at 764. So that means chlorine should be being put in the pool. You can check and see. The chlorine pump is not running right now, but it's probably just because we're close enough. pH is 7.9. It should be 7.5. So if it's too high, acid or CO2 brings it down. So acid should be running, and it is. So we just want to check and make sure later on that it's actually coming down. And here you can see it actually is coming down to 7.8. It'll go all the way to 7.5, and that is optimal. That's where we want it. Next thing we want to check, make sure that there's not any weird noises, any gravel sounds. Make sure that all the valves look like they're open, and then we walk around back to check out some stuff here. First thing we look at, and we make sure that there's not any big giant leaks. You'll notice that there is some water pouring here. There should be a steady stream of water coming out of this, so we have a problem. That means we got air in the pump. We can bleed air out of the pump here. Next, check the chlorine. Make sure we're at a good level. Once we get down into the 200, we're in critical range. We need to start getting some of that. Make sure the CO2 is full. Right now it's in the yellow, so it needs filled. And check the acid to see if it's full. If it's about half full or maybe a quarter full, then consider switching to a new acid tank, and we can get rid of the old acid by putting it in our bulk tank.